Can we do the mailbag?
Absolutely. I knew that's where you were going.
All right.
Because we want to get this, just get right into it.
We have fun with this. Now, I'm probably going to get a little bit worked up. Before we get started,
that's okay.
y'all, we feel like a couple things. Number one, we did one of these for fun, and I think it did pretty well. It did enough that we looked at each other and went, we ought to do these on a regular basis.
Let's just do it,
And they're kind of therapeutic. Also, we want to have we want to have a two-way conversation where we can. So if you guys drop us a note, the easiest way is over on YouTube in the comment section on all of our videos. Although I paused there for a second because I do have one, and I think I saved it, where somebody dropped us a note on the website that I want to try to address in the same mailbag. So I'll get to that one here in a minute.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, it was about it was in regards to a video, but then he did what we asked him to. He went over to our website and hit the Ask Us a Question button, and he wrote us a little, kind of thing. And
oh, awesome.
Yeah. So I got that.
I need to get my people on. I mean, my PR team is just horrible.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, yours are spot on. Gosh. Hey, guys. Hey, tighten it up, will you?
You need a minute?
Jesus. God.
So, all right. So let me read a couple letters. A couple comments here.
Couple comments. Let's go.
All right.
Ready and go.
So we're actually going to get back into this one here on a very future segment, like coming very soon. This was on the whole battle between the EPA and the U.S. Postal Service, and a user by the name of Gypsy Triple X.
Gypsy Triple X, what is that? Is that like a cologne?
There you go.
I mean,
man.
It just sounds like a cologne. I mean, I wouldn't drink it.
There you
It
go.
doesn't sound like a drink but a cologne. I might throw some, high karate or Gypsy Triple X on.
Oh, now you're throwing the high karate in there, man. Now we're all okay. He says, now some of this it's hard to interpret like inflection, but he said, "Did you seriously say no one has ever heard of Oshkosh, an automotive builder? Do your homework, son." Okay. Well,
wait a minute. Son.
Well, you explained to me that means like he's from the deep south, and that's
could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
Okay, so first of all, yes, I seriously said I've not heard of Oshkosh. I'm going to double down on that because I think most people haven't. And technically, dude, they are not an automotive builder. They are a military defense contractor.
That's right. And we are not privy to their information. So maybe you, Triple X, Gypsy, whatever you are, maybe you work for the Defense Department.
So
maybe you have worked in conjunction with these guys. Maybe that's how you know of them. I don't.
For the record, they're not making their own engines.
No.
Okay. Just to be clear here, like I'm not the huge idiot you're trying to make me out to be. Although if wherever you're from, you guys you're talking about Oshkosh around the campfire on a daily basis, then I guess But no, not here in my neck of the woods.
Yeah, I mean it's not like Levi's or anything, man. Like everybody in the world has a pair, or have had a pair at once in their life, probably.
Now look, there's things you're going to be able to stump me on that I don't know, but this one is not as common. So
now I will tell you this, that in exactly. So for example, in the cataloging world or in the automotive industry, period, like the Grumman LOV. That goes under like the LOV, man. That goes under GM. It's not Grumman. It doesn't go as a Grumman LOV, even though that's what it is. Grumman is the builder of that and the designer of that, but I think it gets most of its components and stuff from General Motors, so that's why it goes under the radar as GM. So there you go.
Okay, so moving on, Daily Tinker says, this is from our Camping World stock video where we talked about Marcus.
Daily Tinker?
Yeah.
I like that, because I'm a tinkerer. I mean, I'm going to assume...
Daily Tinker. So it could be like taking a tink every day. I don't know. It's
tinker,
not
like I like to tinker.
Yeah, Daily Tinker.
I like to tinker. This is his daily tinker. I like to tinker with this. I'm going to tear this apart. And, It is. I like it. Either that or someone is a fairy.
Yeah, man, whatever you're into, we don't judge on this program.
No. I'd like to, re-comment to tell us what the tinker aspect of it is.
It's memorable for sure. We're talking about it.
Yeah, tinker.
So Marcus Lemonis buying a bunch of his own company stock, and we pointed to that and said something's coming. And he just mentioned it, and this is a good point, and this is something that has been done in the past. I may or may not have friends and family that work for FEMA, can neither confirm nor deny, but he says also FEMA is buying up brand new campers from dealers. That happens from time to time, and they use them for various things. But yeah,
right.
So good to point that out.
Yeah, appreciate
Jay,
that,
did
man.
you know that, Jay? Did you know they did that?
I knew that they were buying like those trailers, but not necessarily campers.
Trailer, camper.
Well, but there's a difference. It's those portable trailers. Those are different than the campers, man.
Unless they can't get those, and then they have to get whatever they can.
They get what they can, and that might be the case here, which is fine. I think it's great that FEMA can do that, but that puts the RV industry in another pickle. There are already shortages in that industry. So as long as we keep having natural disasters, man, and FEMA's around to help people out, this is the kind of stuff you're going to get. And these natural disasters are not slowing down. So
yes, for sure.
And that's due in part to many things.
Yeah. So I'm gonna not do a good job with Carrie's name here. It's Carrie Campagna, who commented. Yeah, on the Ford Bronco backpacks video that we got from I think it was most prominently discussed in the Bronco 6G forum. But
Bronco 6G forum was a heavy hitter in that conversation, yes.
Yep.
Because they had video that they posted and that sort of stuff, so.
Yep. Said, let's see, Carrie said, reservation holder from the second day, as was I, Carrie, for maybe like day 4. I was up there. And still have not received my Bronco. I actually canceled my reservation for a lot of reasons. You'll have to go back and listen to the previous podcast where we talk about that.
Right.
And then says, WTF. I don't know what that means, Jay. Do you know what WTF means? Ordered one from my local dealer December 22nd. It's here today. So if you guys wanted 2022 late in the year, I got an extra one. So this is interesting if I'm understanding their point here. Their original reservation is not ready yet, but they got one by basically waiting until recently to put the order in.
Right.
Does that sound right to you?
Yeah.
Now, that first one, if it was like the first edition,
right,
that could be why. It depends on the build, right? Did you Carrie, did you get the same exact build or close to what the one was that you originally ordered, or is this completely different?
Right. Yeah, I mean that's key. That's key. Wow, man, the Bronco's been a big deal. It's been more of a big deal.
Come on, man.
Did you see the video of the person that was, I forget where they were at, but it flipped completely over. They couldn't get up, and they were trying to, and they just. And it's not on the rig. And I know everybody wants to like put Bronco down because it flipped over. If you don't know what you're doing, you can flip a vehicle over, man. It ain't the vehicle's fault. So there you go. That's a bad driver, man.
They're not indestructible.
I have one on that same subject, if I can.
Yeah.
Okay, that I forgot that I had this one.
Certainly.
So this is on that same video. Guy's name is Zach Loescher, Loescher. He has a YouTube channel, folks, and he's a life coach. Likes to coach you to be a better professional. And so I looked at some of his videos over there. I think he's got like maybe 300 subscribers or something like that, and anyway,
been there, done that.
But he just says, LOL B6G LOL. Laugh out loud Bronco 6G. Laugh out loud Bronco 6G. Now I don't know if he's laugh out loud about
that's
the Bronco 6G.
That's a big group, man. You better be Patrick Swayze
or whatever.
You're walking into that bar stirring up a fight.
But
right?
Here's my point. He's supposedly like a life coach. And you're going to, hey, dude, don't come on my show as a life coach and act like you need a little life coaching.
Well, what did Patrick Swayze say in Roadhouse?
You know better than I do.
Be nice until it's time to not be nice.
Right. So there you go, pal.
And how will I know when it's time to not be nice? I'll tell you.
Exactly. I love it.
Yeah, man. Or as I like to say, remember the golden rule, right? If you don't have anything nice to say, shut your damn mouth.
Yeah, exactly. I'm with you on that. I'll
Or
back that
something
up.
like that.
Let's get some T-shirts made up that say that. Can we do that? Or hats?
I'd be all right with that.
Yeah, I would too.
Okay, couple more real quick.
Yeah.
And some of these are just insane, ridiculous. Justin Bork says, when an EV can get me to work in roughly 40,300 kilometers one way, I'll buy two. Okay, that's ridiculous. Like, nobody, how many tanks of petroleum is it going to, I mean, and when I can get to work on Mars with my spaceship, I'll work on Mars. I mean,
sure.
Okay. Well,
when I become the next, Grammy Award-winning frontman for Foo Fighters.
Look, that's not going to be a mass-manufactured product for the masses because that's an extreme request.
Right.
And I'm not even defending the EV range thing. I'm just saying I see your ridiculous comment and I raise you a level of ridiculousness by, I'll be on Elon Musk's rocket as soon as he gets my office and podcasting studio set up on Mars. Like that's
there you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Wow. This is good. This is
I know,
potatoes,
man. But guys, we love these. Like, please continue.
We shouldn't call this the mailbag. We should call this the comment buffet.
True.
Right?
True. Okay.
The comment buffet.
Now for a serious one, and I'm gonna own this one. Let's see. Dominic Barberina says the guy in the red cuts the other dude way too much. You know what? Actually, Dominic, you're right. I was the guy in the red in the particular video that he's referencing, which was the Bronco backpack thing.
Oh, was it really?
And you're right, Jay. I'm sorry. You know what? I do that a lot, and I've noticed that I do it a lot.
I forgive you, buddy.
I get so excited. I will do better because
I forgive. No.
Don't. No, there are times when you're on a roll, and I'm so like pulled into what you're saying, and I'm like, I feel like I gotta contribute, and sometimes it's better to just let you go.
That's okay. I mean, I do the same thing to you, I think. But it's
I honestly have never noticed it.
If I have to sit here and be mindful of that and worry about how much we're having a conversation, it'd be like sitting at a bar and we're like, no, you. It's just how it is. I mean, I don't take offense to it. Thank you for pointing that out, guys. If that was annoying to you, fine. I personally didn't even notice it. Keith and I have been dear friends for, at least nearing a couple decades now, right?
For real. Yeah.
So, we're like brothers, family, man. So, it's all in fun. We have a good time. We hope we're conveying the message, though, for you guys. The topics of discussion that we're talking about, we hope that we are getting to the start and to the finish thoroughly enough for you guys to enjoy that. So, just hang in there with us. We're human. We have our moments. Thank you for apologizing. You don't need to.
I can do better.
Apology accepted, though.
I can do better.
Okay.
Thanks. All right, couple more.
Critical thought.
Let's see. So
and see, I just talked all over you.
No, you didn't. It's fine, man. Let's see. So, lots of love around the new iKamper. Lots of comments on the price point.
Yeah.
And somebody said, "Hey, man, until you have to close it up soaked." Well, you, my friend, are a prime candidate for a hard-sided RV. If that's, there is no tent system out there, rooftop system that isn't going to be an issue in the rain.
Right.
If you're doing a lot of camping and dealing with rain issues, that's where you got to kind of up your game to a towable. That's really the only choice.
Here's a way around that. Just put together a system that will, put a rain flap over the top of your rooftop tent.
Well, and I've done this very thing that he's talking about plenty of times where I've had to put a tent up soaked. You're going to have to take it home, wait for, drier days, and then you have to set it back up. You open it back up.
That's with
and
any
you let
tent.
it air out, and you're just going to leave the vehicle parked. And if it's your only vehicle, you might have to take the whole thing down and just, leave it at home. But there are ways, I guess it all comes back to how often are you having to shut down in the rain?
Well, it's like your underwear's clean until you shit yourself.
True. Yeah, but how often are you doing that, man? I mean,
Right. That's my point exactly.
Right.
So there you go. Well, at least you can throw those away if that happens. But,
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Did I just? You can bleep that, right?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right. I may not.
I felt
though.
it was.
It's
I felt it
comedic.
was appropriate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's comedically appropriate. All right.
Yeah.
This one came to us from our website. For you guys that don't know what we're talking about, you can head over to our website at partscounterguru.com. There is an Ask Us a Question tab. It's near in the middle, top third-ish of the website. And you can literally just drop us a note. And Jay and I see it. And so Tim V, like Victor, I'm not going to say his last name because he may not want me to. Left us a question, and Tim, I just thought, hey, I'm going to give you a little airtime here because this is a question that some other folks might have on that same video. Mm-hmm. So the shocks, the Coney shocks video that I did on my
for the motorhome
Class A with the Ford F53 chassis,
right?
And talked about it was pretty easy replacement, why that mattered, why I did it, and all that.
That's a good video.
Thanks, man. He Tim basically wants to know. I'm just going to read his message here. What is the best shock replacement for my 2013 F53 chassis for body roll, Coney, FSD, or Bilstein, or something better? So, first of all, the 2013, it really hasn't changed that much from 13 to the one that I have, which is an 18. Mm-hmm. And I would say, in terms of those choices, this is not going to be a straight answer, Tim, but hopefully it'll be a good answer for you. Mm-hmm. None of those shocks are going to be the best way to directly address roll. The porpoising that you're talking about, the shocks will help a little bit, but they're more for potholes and rebound. Those chassis are very, it's commonly known that they do that porpoising, that body roll.
Right.
There's some stuff that you can do to them, like sumo springs, that it's expensive. But if you're going to keep it, if you're going to use it for a while, I would look down the direction of the sumo springs to deal with that, not shocks. The shocks will help a little bit, but I don't think you're going to be happy with the results. That said, right now, if you are looking to replace the shocks, you're going to have to just go with whatever you can get your hands on. The Coneys have been out of stock for a couple months. The Bilsteins, in some cases, are no better. Sometimes it's just finding one with, a dealer or supplier with them in stock. They're very comparable. I went with the Coneys. I would have gone with the Bilsteins. I think if you get the right model, you're going to have very similar results. I honestly, the reason that I went with the Coneys over the Bilsteins is kind of the reputation I had with the people that I bought them from, and they dealt more in the Coneys.
Yeah.
Which is a place up in Kent, Jay, near you. Mm-hmm. But anyway, that hopefully, Tim, answers your question.
Wow, that video has really, really gotten a lot of views. I'm going to suggest it to anybody who has a motorhome, just for the heck of it. Just go check it out anyway, because you may learn something. If you don't already know, that's over at youtube.com/partscountergurus. Make sure you subscribe for more videos like that. We got a lot in the can right now coming out, so just hang in there with us, folks. We got some interesting install video coming up. I think, Keith, you have an install video of some sort, something that you guys.
You got some.
So there's some stuff. Yeah,
there's a lot in the can. Yeah.
Right. So is that a wrap on the mailbag?
Yes. Thank you, everybody, for your comments. Please continue to leave them over on our YouTube channel. Of course, if you're watching this video, you're already on it. Just drop us a note. Tell us what you'd like to see. Tell us what you think. We appreciate them. We read as much of them as we can, and we respond to as many of them as we can. We always like to hear from you guys, and it honestly gives us ideas for future content. So, again, thanks, everybody.
Well, yes, thank you, guys. And, again, my PR team needs to get on the ball because they did not give me any information on that shock absorber question. So, anyway, your PR team's on it, dude.
Yeah, that's kind of my fault.